Hey sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Michaela Barnhart and I am going into my second year as a second grade teacher in upstate South Carolina. I also just welcomed our second baby boy into our family last week. So we are just loving all of the newborn snuggles. Please ignore the mess behind me because I also have a toddler who does that. So yeah, we are fully in the mom life trenches right now, but we are loving every second of it. Today's video is super exciting though because I am sharing with you guys a collaboration that I've been working on with Bloom Daily Planners. If you are not familiar with the company, I'm going to share a little bit about them before we dive into what they sent me. But they are a phenomenal company that loves to give back, and I cannot wait to share the awesome products that they sent me. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and just get right into it. Alrighty, so just to kind of start and give you guys an overview of the company, this was a company that I really hadn't heard of before. I know they've been around for a while. I've seen little bits and pieces of them on like my Instagram feed and on YouTube and on TikTok and things, but it's not a company that I had personally purchased from before. If you guys have been following along, you know I am a Erin Condren girl through and through. I have used Erin Condren since I was in middle school. Okay, and I am now, like I said, going into my second year of teaching as an educator. So I have been using planners for a very long time, but specifically Erin Condren planners, and that just works for me. So that's pretty much what I've done. I've really never branched out past like grabbing one at the drugstore or something if I needed to throw a little one in my purse. I pretty much have always used Erin Condren planners. So when this company reached out though, I was kind of hesitant because of that, so I did a lot of research on the company and the products that they offered, and I pretty much fell in love. Like, I can't wait to get something else from them. I'm looking at different things that they offer right now and definitely kind of getting myself a little wish list together because they have so many things that they offer, and they are such an amazing company that I fully support. So to share a little bit about them, like I said in my intro, they love to give back. It is a female-founded company here in the U.S., and they do a lot of work, like I said, just giving back to the community. They sponsor a lot of different charities financially. They do a lot of volunteering, and a lot of those charities are like women-driven. They help a lot of women and kids. But outside of that, they also kind of touch my teacher heart a little bit because they do a lot of work with sponsoring classrooms and low-income schools and things like that, and providing just resources and things that those students may not get any other way. This company goes out of their way to try to help fill in a little bit of those gaps as much as they can. I also found it very awesome when I was kind of doing some research and digging through their story. They actually have what they call empowerment planners. So when you make a purchase from Bloom, when you purchase a planner, they have like this buy one, give one, I don't know what to say, like program, I guess you would say. So you buy yours, and then one is given to a woman who recently got out of prison and is trying to get their life back on track. And I just think that's so touching that they are really trying to help women not only be organized and have their lives together like you and I might want to do, but help women who might be in tougher situations than I have ever had to be in, and really trying to help them either turn their life around or just help them get organized and figure out what their next steps might be. So I felt like that was amazing, on top of their help of schools and just all the other charities that they donate to and donate their time to. I kind of fell in love a little bit with the company themselves. And then when they sent me the products that they sent me, I felt even more in love because they are high quality. That is one thing I really worried about when I was switching from, not switching, I don't want to say switching because Erin Condren, I'm still in love with that brand. I will use Erin Condren planners until the day that I die, I am sure, as well as their other like utensils and things. So definitely don't want to say switching. That came out wrong. But when I was kind of like perusing the Bloom Daily Planners website and looking at their things, I really was consciously aware of how much I was worried that their quality would not match the quality that I'm used to, because Erin Condren does have really good quality. Their quality is pretty unmet at this point, or unmatched. I mean, at this point, their coils are always spot on. Their paper is very like thick; it doesn't bleed through. I've never had any real issues. I don't want to say that. I have had issues with the Erin Condren planners, but nothing that was like detrimental to me being able to use the planner. But once these things arrived, I have to say I was blown away. Really quickly, I'm going to share just one thing. I'm not going to do a walkthrough of this because it's obviously not something I can. They sent me this beautiful clipboard. I'll kind of get it close. Super, super pretty colors, very bright and vibrant, printed front and back with the little gold details at the top. But this thing is thick. Like this thing is a thick clipboard. It is not bending. It's not going anywhere. It's holding on to your stuff for sure. It is really high quality, and that is one thing that I was super, super worried about, was just, you know, what's it going to look like? What's it going to feel like? Is this going to work for me? Is it going to match what I'm used to? Are all of my pins going to bleed through? All that kind of stuff was going through my head. But once it got here and I was able to actually like touch it and feel everything, I feel so much more at ease about it and really excited to dive into the planner. But either way, to kind of share what they sent me, they were very gracious and sent me a few things to share with you guys. One of those was the clipboard. They also threw in some little stickers and things, which I will share up close with you guys in just a second. And then the beauty star of the show is the 2024-2025 teacher lesson planner, which is absolutely stunning. And something I find really cool about theirs, which I will share in just a second, is that their covers are super easily interchangeable. So I have two other covers that they sent me here. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed so I can hold little baby boy, but I thought that was super awesome. So I'm going to do a full walkthrough of the planner, so I'm not really going to share anything else. I'll flip you guys around where you can see it a lot better and show it up close. But definitely give the link below a check. I will have a link down there to the Bloom Planners website. I will also have a link specifically to the teacher planner that I was very gracious to receive. And then I do have a link for you guys that will be down, or a code that will be down there for you guys that you can use to get 10% off of your very first order. So definitely check it out if you're interested or you're in the market for a new planner. They go well beyond the teacher planners. They have the lesson planners like I got, clipboards, other stationery. They have a plethora of other kind of planners that you might need, or notebooks. So definitely check them out if you're in the market for any of those things. And yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys around and skip on over to a walkthrough of the planner. Alrighty guys, so now that I've kind of introed everything and showed you guys the clipboard that they sent me, I thought we would quickly walk through the teacher planner. I'm going to kind of go through my thoughts, my ideas. I haven't really spent too much time digging into it. I just haven't had a chance because obviously we had the baby and everything, and so I didn't even get to start the school year. But I'm going to do that now, dive in with you guys, give you guys kind of my like raw thoughts on it. And kind of how I envision myself using it. So we will do that, but I also want to share a couple of the little things that they sent with the planner. So first thing they sent me was this little sticker sheet. It just has some super cute stickers that say things like, we can do it, girl, you're a boss, make today great. Has like some little coffee cups and things. Let me pencil that in. Just some really cute little stickers to add to the overall look of the planner. So they sent that. And then I also got this little kind of like a little kindness card. Has a cute little saying on it. It's not wanting to focus perfectly, but super cute little card there. And then this little postcard that says believe in yourself. So those were some little extras that came with it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the main event, which is the actual teacher planner. Alright, so looking at the teacher planner, it has this really pretty like foiled finish to the front. It has like this gold look. It says teacher in the little heart, of course, and then down here in this bottom corner, it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but it says 2024-25, which is this school year. So when you open it up though, this little like, I don't mean to pull it away from you guys, this little like front thing is a like a sheet protector, kind of, sort of, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the way their covers are made. And then I have some extra covers that came with my planner. I'm not exactly sure if they come with all of the planners, if you get this many to switch out, or if this was just something they sent me. But I also have one that says Teach, Love, Inspire, and it also has the little 2024-25. And then this one says teach them to be kind with the same 2024-25. And then the back of these are pretty much just blank. You could, I guess, use some like little Sharpies or different things to kind of personalize the inside cover. And I apologize. I'm sure you guys are hearing my dogs run around at this point. They're deciding right now is going to be the time they're going to get up and finally move around for the day. Anyways, though, on our very first page, you kind of get that like intro dashboard kind of thing. So it tells you a little bit about the planner itself. You get a spot for your name, your school, your address, your grade level, room, email, phone, all of that kind of stuff. And then this year's mission statement. This year, my school has taken on a different, like, they kind of changed up everything as far as behavior system and all of that goes. And our, like, not mission statement, but what I'll put right here is our kind of like mantra for the year, I guess you would say. It's be the effect. And it's all about like having a butterfly effect on those around you, which has a long story to it, but either way, I think that's what I'll put there. So just a nice little like spot in case you lose your planner, somebody can look in it and be able to, you know, return it to the right person. So you have that there, and then on the next page, you get some notes from the company, which I kind of have gone over already in the intro to this video, so I'm going to skip that. You get some info for the substitute, so if you wanted to jot down any kind of important notes or school schedules, that kind of thing, you could do that here. And then, you know, the sub could leave you feedback or not. Probably won't use this. I have a separate like sub binder that I use that has like what they're called sub reports at the front of it, and I just keep a stack of them in there, and then when that sub is done, they know at the end of the day just to fill one out really quick for me that lists any you know, issues they had or any kids that like really stood out and did great and really helped them out throughout the day, so that I can kind of reward that behavior when I get back, or if they're just in general something they missed, they didn't get to a certain topic that day, whatever. So probably won't use this page, but it definitely is nifty to have here. And then you get some sheets for student information. The only thing that I'm having an issue with at this point is the coil, and I think it's because when they shipped it, not the company, but the people who deliver packages here are kind of rough. It was all bent up, so now the coil's kind of bent. But I apologize if you're seeing me kind of struggle to get the coil to like be my friend. We'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. But either way, so you get a spread here for student information, just their name, contact info, and any other notes. I probably will use this, honestly. Right now I have 18 kids enrolled in my class. Today actually is August 1st. It's the very first day of school. So that number will change, I'm sure. But I probably, once my roster has settled down, will put all the students' names and then whoever their contact person is with that person's phone number, just in case I need a quick reference of like, I need to call so-and-so's mom right now. You know, whatever. I'd have a really quick spot to look and get that from, versus having to go into the computer and look it up. So there's that. A communication log, which I have used in the past as well for parent communication. So just why I had to call them, what day it was, that kind of thing, and did we resolve any kind of issue that we had, or was it more of like a phone call because I just had a question, or you know, whatever, why I called them and what happened. So I probably will use this as well. Moving right along, you get a spot for website logins. Luckily, I probably won't need this page because in my district we have like a thing called Launchpad. I don't know if that's something other districts use, but it's like a one-click. You log in at the beginning and then you click in and all of your apps are there. So everything I would need for the day is automatically logged in. So I don't really have to remember a lot of logins, thankfully. But that would be really helpful if you did. So that, of course, is there. And then you also get a spot for field trip information. Now we typically, when I first started teaching in second grade, we didn't do a field trip because that was like in the COVID era, and field trips were not a thing right then. But when I taught kindergarten last year, we were able to do a field trip again. Our district has opened back up to that. So hopefully this year we will get to do one, and I can kind of fill in some information here about, you know, wherever we're going. If nothing else, probably not to really reference this, but more as like a memory type thing. So you get that there, and then for the next several pages, I think you just get, okay, so hang on. Yeah, so you get two of these. You get basically a bunch of trackers. You get the grade book, and I think for grade book, yeah, you get a lot of pages for that. I don't necessarily use a physical grade book because all of our grades are online, but I definitely use this style like tracker to keep up with, like if somebody turned in their field trip forms, for example, or something like that. Like if I send something home and I need to make sure it come back, I'll just make a note of who's turned it in, who hasn't. And then here you get a spot for important dates, as well as being able to add in student birthdays, which I do like to do and have at a glance. So I will definitely fill this page out as well. And then you get into the month. So at the beginning of every month, you get a pretty much blank notes page that just says plan for August, that you could kind of use for whatever you needed for. I don't know exactly like if I'll have a plan for this page. I'm trying really hard to just kind of be pretty open with how I'm going to use the planner. I don't want to use a lot of stickers or anything like that. Like I really need it to be very functional. So with that being said, I don't know exactly how I'll use this. It probably will end up being like a brain dump type place and not a cutesy looking place, but that's fine. And then on the tab page for every month, you get a really nice like quote with that month's color. So like August is this pretty like pinkishy red, more red than pink, but really pretty color. Then you flip in and you get your monthly overview. So pretty much the same as what it looks like in most other calendars. You have your whole layout for the month, some notes section on the side, and then at the top of each month we get like a little like a saying, quote, that kind of thing. So this one says, do you worry about being a good teacher? That means you already are one, which is so true. But yeah, so like I said, today is Thursday, August 1st. So I'm filming this now so that I can go ahead and sit down and start filling it out, because I've been restraining myself from putting anything in the planner until I filmed a little walkthrough for you guys. So I'm really excited to get to dive in now and start putting stuff in. But that is the like month overview. And then the next page, you start getting into the weeks. So like I said, today is Thursday, August 1st. So here is where we are. And you pretty much get the same spread for every week. And then at the end, you get a spot for the August in review, which is another just notes page. And then you're on to the next month. But to, my goodness, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry, guys. Something hit the window. Anyways, to kind of talk about this spread. So this is definitely different from what I've used before. If you guys have followed along in the past, I've always used an Erin Condren life planner or an Erin Condren teacher lesson planner. So this is the first time I've ventured away from that, which I'm actually really excited for. So the layout is similar here, but I'm definitely going to have to kind of think through how I want to use it. I'm thinking right now that over here on the side, I will put in our subjects. And then I will probably just take a pencil or something and draw a line across so that I can put in whatever we're doing in that subject. So for example, if this is math, then I would draw a line across and then I'd have like what we're doing on Monday, Tuesday, so on and so forth. And that gives me plenty of spaces because I just need math, science, social studies, reading, writing. We do have a phonics curriculum, but it's very laid out, so I could put phonics in here if I wanted to, but it's pretty much just like turn to a page, ... and do this. And then I'll have a section for any kind of like little miscellaneous, you know, after school things or whatever else I want to put. So definitely going to have to rework how I've done it in the past to do this, but I think it'll be okay. In the past, usually with the Erin Condren ones, the subjects are across the top, and then the days of the week are over here. So it's just kind of flipped, which throws me off at first, but I know I will get used to it. And I still don't mind it like this, but you pretty much get the exact same thing through every month. So I'm not going to take you guys through every single month. I'm going to flip to the back and show you what we've got back here. So here is July. Of course, I won't need to go that far because my school year ends before that. You have July in review, and then at the very end, you have a whole school year in review. So you get your most memorable moments, small, large victories, the goals you reach, mistakes you learn from, all of those good things. You kind of get a spot to dump it and, be able to kind of like reflect from the year. And then at the very back, very helpful, you get a little like pocket folder, and it's actually like a super thick quality pocket, and then the end of the planner. So that kind of wraps up the walkthrough. I'm super excited to be able to share it with you guys. I cannot wait to dive into it now that I finally have filmed our little walkthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and end off the vlog here, or not the vlog. I'm going to go ahead and end off the video here so I can start diving into it while I have a chance now. But if you guys have any questions about balloon planners, definitely leave them down below, and I will be chatting with you guys down there about it. I'll have the website linked below as well. Keep in mind, like I said at the beginning of this video, These planners are not just for teachers. They have like the regular day in, day out planners for you as well. They have a ton. They have different kind of notebooks, things like that. So definitely give them a check out if you're in the market for any kind of planner or any kind of notebook, stationery type item. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions or anything. Like I said, I will chat with you guys about it down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.